Hey folks, welcome to Hardly Workin'. So, since I got my chickens, the weather has been hot, the untended grass has been dry, and I haven't really had to worry about them. They've been safe. But the cold, wet weather is coming soon, and I don't want these guys to be cooped up in the same ground all of the time, because they clear it quickly. But I did a bit of research, and I'm going to try and use this salvaged lumber to make a chicken tractor, that is a mobile coop. If I cut and attach things properly, I should be able to use the symmetry of some of the salvaged pallets and the rigidity of some of the others, save myself a good amount of work, and have a two-level structure. So my plan for these 4x4s is I measure how long they need to be, I'll cut them to size, then I'll drill pilot holes and screw everything together. To those of you asking why I'm doing this in the sun, I agree. You only need enough drill bit to pass through the first board. Okay, our first arm is secured, so now let's make ourselves a back wall. Now this is the point where I need to start making sure everything is right angles, level, and plumb. And I don't trust the ground that I'm working on, so I'm going to be using a ruler, measure up from the bottom of this pallet up to where I need to drill to make it into here, and then I'm going to make that measurement along all of the boards on this pallet. And that should keep me more level than if I were just going by the ground. Try to pre-drill your holes when you can, because otherwise it gets way too tight and you can't really twist it in with a regular screwdriver. You need some pneumatic or hammering action. And there's all those screws in. Took a little extra time because it was pretty close to the center bar. And I also needed to pry off the back plates, but it's on now. I'll need an impact driver to close the gap. And that's just one thing I can't do with the hand tools that I presently have. Alright, it's the next day, and I realized that I own a hammer. So I was able to pound everything closer together and then tighten the screws. And here we have it with both walls ready to be drilled together. This is going to be the main nesting area for the chickens, and then I'm going to have a run in front of it, and hopefully I'll be able to drag everything around the yard. Here's another moment when hand tools just won't cut it. Ugh. Oh boy. Those holes are uglier than... And that's them both in. For one side. Now let's do the other. Alright, we're secured with 2 screws each on the posts and 1 connecting it to the back wall. Now we just do the other side. And this is the part where I need to fix my inaccurate cuts. You can see I'm 2 inches taller than where I need to be at the furthest point of this 4x4. So I measure 2 inches down from that, and I cut level, and that should fix it. And to help make a straight line, I found a speed square. That was too much, but I can still make it work. And the far end doesn't need any adjusting. I love when something you order gets delivered right after you give up and do it the hard way. Don't worry, I'll be able to do a review on this later. But right now, I want to figure out how to get this structure to where I can move it. Well, hello, things I forgot I had.